Hey Ed, how's it going? Ed's here, East Coast. Giggles. How's everybody doing this evening? The weather here's been terrible. I hope it's better where you are. So, how's everybody Sunday? Some people might be watching football. I'm watching the Green Bay Viking game that just started, and it's 0-0. I'm watching it because the Vikings have a 12-2 record, and so I want to check it. Hey, there he is. There's Joe.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I was coming on when you killed it this morning.
Yeah, I saw that.
14 people watching.
Yeah, I know. But there was before it was 14 people. That must have been when it was recording you, because when I stopped it, it had 7 people watching.
Well, I'll put it this way. I had it on the side and I went to go over and I looked down and it said 14 people when you killed it. It said it on mine. I don't know why I did it on yours.
Anyway, that's water under the bridge.
Yeah.
So how are you doing? Did you have oh, you were on Johnny's channel this morning.
Yeah, look at the water under the bridge in the back.
Yeah. The water is flowing everywhere. It's raining.
Yep.
It's been raining all day. It's going to rain into the evening. And then we're supposed to get colder temperatures and maybe get rain or snow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
A lot less looking now. Because you got, yeah, it just got off. Yeah. Been a boring day.
Joe, when do you have to shoot again?
Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, I got tomorrow 5,
Keep-
6, and 7. 3 games.
Wow, they're keeping you busy.
Well, then I'm off till the 8th.
Oh, so then you got a week off. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, tomorrow I got this clue in it. I think it's 5, 6, and 7. Yep. It was crazy. Mandeville lost the other night, so the game was early. And
Come
they
on
asked me
in.
to cover the Hannon.
You still got to do it. Back there on the right, through the double doors. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, that's right. Here's, this is kind of a little perspective when you go to open it.
Read that tea. Ain't that paper.
Holler at me or holler at Mia. Mia loves everybody. If all else fails, here's her street children. If they were treating you, be buddies for life.
He's that pretty girl.
Okay.
Yeah, they lost their game on, was it Thursday?
So that screwed up the schedule.
That's messed up the whole thing because I had the game early and they asked me to do the Hannon game because Hannon was on a roll. And because it was Hannon they played on Thursday and Hannon just beat the smack out of Mandeville.
Wow.
And then Mandeville played yesterday after they had a game in the morning, then I had the Hannon game, then I had the Mandeville game. I had 3 games.
3 games today.
I got that was nothing today.
Oh,
that was three yesterday.
3 games. Okay.
Yeah. And I had a gap between them, like a 2-hour gap between the last one. But I didn't feel like sitting there. I came home and went back. And I came inches from going to the hospital last night. I thought I would have been hurt. It was in the third period. The team they were playing, Mandeville got the ball and he throws a full court ball.
Thank you.
You know, he throws a full court pass down court, you know. Now the same guy last year liked to kill me with a ball. Same guy, he plays football.
Oh.
Chunked it, and I didn't even see him throw it because the players, they had some of the backups in, and the main players were talking on the bench. So I turned my camera around and I shot a picture of them. And I heard this sigh, like this, it was a surprise, like sigh coming out the crowd. So I thought something had happened where somebody hit the ground or something and got hurt. And it happened that quick, right? And as I turned, I'm like looking at my monitor right here at a basketball right in front of me.
No kidding.
Coming full speed, right? And I'm telling you, I could have reached out and almost touched it at the time when I saw it. Well, like this. And when I looked at it, I just did this.
Just whizzed by.
Well, let me put it this way. I'm against a wall. So as soon as I went like this, I went snap like that.
So it bounced off the wall.
It caught me on the ear, hit the wall, sounded like a gunshot, and then went flying way out.
Wow.
But it was like that.
So you got popped in the ear just like Trump did.
I felt like Donald Trump last night. But I looked over at the crowd and everybody was going. They got their mouths open going.
Good evening, Brenda.
They thought I was dead. My doctor, actually, that's up in the stands, told me, he said, you didn't even flinch. I said, again.
Gitchy wanted to remind everybody that Jimmy Carter died today at 3:30 p.m.
Yep. Jimmy Carter. We haven't got to it yet. You see how on top of AI is? AI is on top of everything.
Yep. You always said Gitchy is AI, right?
Yep. Yeah, Gitchy's AI. But that, I mean, the sound of it hurt my ear more than the thing hitting my ear.
Oh, really?
That's how hard it hit. In fact, it hit so hard that the trainer come running over and the official come running over and said, all right.
Thought you got hit?
Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't get hit. I said, I feel like it touched me and my ear was all red, so it did. But it brushed me. And I had people that see me all the time. They said, we jumped and you didn't even flinch. I said, didn't have time to flinch.
You were too busy getting the hell out of the way.
Well, it was, like I said, it was one of these things where I went snap, and as I turned, the ball's right there. And I just went. That's all I did. Just moved my head like that. And it was just like that too. It was like, get out the way.
The guy that threw the ball, did he come over and apologize?
Oh, he was hollering, "It's a joke." Like, you all right? You all right? I said, yeah, Mark. And I said, you again. He did that last year, and that sucker, I wasn't looking. That sucker brushed my arm on this side, and I was looking this way. If that would have hit my camera, I'd have been all cut up.
Wow.
You know, it's like, and I said to myself, that's what I get for looking away. Again, it's too fast in basketball. You cannot look away.
No. No, because they're not just throwing the ball, they're firing the ball.
And it was full court. He overthrew the guy. That's what happened. And that's one of the reasons I didn't see him throw it, because he had all the people in between him. Well, I would have never turned my head. I even had the police officer walk over and look at me. I'm just making sure you're alive. Oh, yeah, man. The other photographer, that Joey, he come walking over. He said, "Do you need me to shoot some pictures while you go to the bathroom, clean up?" I said, "No, I'm fine." I said, I had worse happen to me in the Marine Corps. Leave it alone, you know?
What do you want? What you want? You gotta go outside? Hang on a minute. I don't know if she wants to go outside or wants some more food or whatever, but I'll be right back. Can I go outside?
Yep. I gotta pull up a picture to show Paul this team that we played yesterday. I'm gonna show you the tallest one on our team, tallest one on their team. We didn't stand it. We lost. We didn't lose bad. We lost by 10. But I thought we were gonna lose by about 30.
I'm back.
So the day before yesterday, they played a team that we won the game, and this team was the smallest guy on their team was bigger than the biggest guy on ours.
Really?
Yeah, that was the other day when we won the game. They lost the last 2 games they played. And this team, same thing. I'm gonna show you this one picture. You find it. Show you this one picture, okay? And when you see this guy, let me make sure I can bring this over here. Too many screens. Okay, you see that guy?
Yep. Which one? The tall one?
The tall one is the other team, right?
Okay.
That guy right there is the tallest person on Mandeville's team.
The guy in black is the tallest in Mandeville?
Yep.
Wow. He just comes up to the guy's shoulder.
I know. Now let me tell you the best part about this. The guy is a sophomore, 6'9".
The opponent, 6'9",
The guy in white, yeah,
and he's a sophomore.
14 years old.
Oh my!
Now wait, they had 2 others that were rival to him, same in size.
Wow!
And when they did the jump, it was just beautiful.
They're growing some monsters there.
Now that's the jump on the way down. Hold on, the other one's better. This will show you the height differential. He went up and just took it away.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but they had some good. But I think I got the best picture of the year. It's fine. Let me get the big ones. The best picture I've taken so far in basketball this year.
Look at the size of that guy.
Oh no, you can see him.
Right there, just right in that one column right there. Yep, back,
Right there.
back, back,
Yeah, look.
back. Yeah,
So I'm saying they didn't stand a chance. But I'm trying to find this one shot.
and I'm looking, go over to the left, two of them. Back, 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 back,
This
back,
one?
back, right there.
Right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another guy. Like I'm saying, he was just as big.
Oh, that's not the same guy?
No, that's a different one.
Oh my
He was
God,
just
it's
as,
like,
he
it's
was
like
just as big.
they're playing against giants.
Yeah, this guy right here was just as big.
Wow.
Now he's up in the air. He's not on. He's standing up. He's standing up right there. I'm talking about his one picture. It's near the
Unbelievable.
end of the game.
Well, I'm gonna go check Mia one more time and see if she wants to go out. She's laying over by the door. And it's starting to get dark. I'd rather she went out now.
And I'll find this while we're going. Where you going?
Wanna go find-
Oh, here it is.
okay, come on. Come on. Go find it. Hurry up. Hurry up. Go find it. Go find it. Let's go.
Which one you talking about, Gitchy? That plane that Russia shot down? Because they're saying that Russia probably shot it down, and they kind of admitted to it. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. You got food and water. Go eat it. Stop. Don't walk at me.
Yeah, she went out quick and did a little piddle and come right back to the door.
Here's the picture to show you what they were dealing with all day.
Oh my.
They go up and look at him. He's just standing there waiting for it.
I bet those guys, I bet you the Mandeville players were tired when that was over.
Oh, and we only lost by 10, and we were losing by 4 with 4 minutes left.
Wow.
And the reason we lost wasn't because they beat us. The reason we lost is because they started fouling us near the end, and it was barely getting fouled, and we were even getting the rebounds. I mean, the ball was bouncing back, and we were getting the rebounds from because we were quicker.
Wow.
But the officials started calling the fouls, and the coach got a technical on him because he screamed at the officials, "Stop calling the stupid fouls! They're barely touching us. Let us play." And when he did that, he got a technical on him. And he was right. They were down by 3 points at the time, and the ball's bouncing all around. We got it. We're going up for it, and they fouled. And they didn't really foul us. It's just everybody going for the thing. I've seen worse things like that were never called.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Hello, Laura. Hope you had a wonderful day on your stream. And that you didn't argue with David more than you did when I heard you, but I didn't come on.
Yeah, get you. That was some kind of air crash over there in Korea. And
Was that the Korean one?
Somebody said they didn't think that you flew over in that area, but I said I think on occasion you have taken flights over there.
No, wait, that Korean thing, the one in Korea, they just came. I thought they just ran off the runway.
if you noticed, it didn't look like they had any landing gear down either.
Yeah, but they said it, what happens if the plane goes off into a soft area? Could it pop the landing gear?
Well, from what it looked like, when you looked at all the different news, at the end of the runway, they had a mound of dirt there, and that's what it ran into. But in one of the news reports I heard is that it hit some kind of a housing complex, but I don't know.
No, it was on the runway. And the other one that Russia shot down is a completely different one then. Yeah, Russia more or less admitted they shot it down.
Yep. Oh yeah, that when Vladimir was talking to the news, that was closest to it, his admission that they did it. You know, he was skirting
It's
the
time.
issue.
It's time for him to go.
Yep.
On the 20th, he needs to hit the door like the other people are doing it.
TJ's eating dinner, is he? All right.
They got a new show coming on. I don't know what channel it's going to be on, called Animal Control, where they go out like and get the animals. It's really nothing but a joke thing, really. And the guy, he says it's in our backyard. He goes out in the backyard and he looks up and it's a buffalo. And he just looks at it and all the people standing there and he just starts screaming, "Run!"
It was a big buffalo too, right?
Yeah. I sure hope so, Brenda.
Yeah. Brenda's probably got it pegged. Trump is going to reel him in.
I hope so.
Trying to get hazy out there now.
Yeah,
Because
we had
all the moisture and all the rain.
yesterday. I didn't think I was going to get home for a while because I was in between the rain too. We had those thunderstorms come through here, tornadoes, everything.
Yeah, you
Just
didn't look good. It didn't look good weather-wise where you were.
Yeah, it wasn't that far north of me either. I'm talking like north of me, like about 8 miles. And that line. And then they had it just trained right through Slidell, Louisiana for about 4.5 hours. And last night I was sitting here. When I got back last night, I'm sitting here and we had a lightning bolt come down. I guarantee if it didn't hit this tree, it hit the tree on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, Laura, Jimmy Carter turned 100 like this last fall. So
Yeah, it wasn't long ago.
down in Plains, Georgia.
I got a project that's going to come in. It's coming in tomorrow. I've got some projects now for the first of the year. I got that backup system, that NAS system,
Uh-huh.
because I was able to get it for about 500 cheaper. They got a new one out on the market. Been getting crazy reviews, and it's like it's a new company called Ugreen, and it's getting all the really good stuff reviews, and it's less expensive. It's a lot of features, and they're still updating all the features, and it's going to do what I need. So that comes in. Wasn't supposed to come until February, but I'll have it tomorrow. Just saying.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they shipped it ahead, and I got the hard drives in the back. But I'm not going to set it up until at least Friday or next weekend, because I was waiting for it to come in before I went in and bought the extra RAM and the extra M2s SSDs to put in there.
Joe, Laura sent you a special message in the chat.
Oh, I saw that. I'm waiting for the next one.
So the good one is followed by the not so good one?
Oh, I guarantee. Full of sparkles. And she can probably say, and I hope that you choked on them or something. Or shut up before you choke on your sparkles.
Well, Laura, that's nice of you to wish him well.
So now when I get the system in, it's like 12 inches by 12 inches by like 16 inches or something like this. It's like a box. And I got to put it up here, right here, behind the monitor. But
Yeah,
that means I got to rearrange.
okay.
I'm trying to decide how I want to rearrange. I know how I should rearrange. Let's put it that way. But I got to run. I got to check my I think I got 4 plugs on that internet. The the expander for the Ethernet. Because I got to have one go into that so it runs directly in cable. Because what I'll be working on is I'll be taking that 14 terabyte hard drive and bringing it over, like clean over, make one clean copy of it, and then taking the other 14 terabyte that I'm sure it's almost the same, bringing it over and copying it and trailing it to not to copy anything duplicate, but just copy the differences in case. I'm
Okay.
thinking it's going to be fast, you know. Then I got a 10 terabyte that would do the same thing with. Bring it in there and say, copy everything, but don't copy everything duplicate. So they'll have all 3 drives the same. And once I get that full good drive, I'll take one of the 14s and erase it, reformat it, put everything back on it. It gives me one of them that I could grab and walk out of here with. So I'll probably use a 14 clean for like a desktop. That'll speed the system up crazy. So it's gonna be a whole new world. That's the hard part, is getting everything set up, you know. Well, Dominic, he's not around either, huh?
Nope, no Dominic, nobody. Hey, Jim, how's it going? Jim's the one that's the mechanic.
Yep. Need to live by y'all. You come over and fix that car.
Well, he's offered to kind of help as if he could, but he's going down out of town for the weekend, I think. Well, we're in the weekend now. Maybe he's going down for New Year's. But supposedly, when I called today, they said that tube that we need for the power steering in that car, they ordered it.
Yep. That's what happens. You got to always order something.
Yeah.
Stop again. Stop it. I just gave you something. Stop. Come here. Go over here. Better go over here. I'll sit. Get it? She's making that eye on me. I'm gonna get you. I already told you I don't have any more of those. Y'all ate all the bacon treats. You ate them all. She's looking, saying, I know where they're at. They're gone. You know they're gone. Oh, boom.
Now, which one is that? That's the female?
That's Cleo. I
Cleo.
can give you, look at this all gone too. All of this all gone. I got one of these though. Tina was laying in a chair a little while ago, and I gave him all a treat, and I took one and I threw it over there, and he was asleep. I didn't realize he was sleeping,
Yeah.
and that sucker hit the chair behind him, and he jumped straight out of it.
Wow.
I mean, straight out the chair, looked at me like, "What the hell was that?" Football, Donald.
Hey, Donald.
I mean, we had actually had a nice day today, 71 degrees. Would have been a beautiful day to fly. And I went in the room and I walked in that room where my son brought all the stuff and we just threw it in the room. I started putting stuff back away in the closets and stuff. We had a big walk-in closet in there. So I started going through it. And when I started going through it, 4 of the boxes aren't even mine. They're my ex-wife's and my daughter's.
Well, Jim, you have a safe trip. He says they're taking off tomorrow and they'll be back the 2nd.
So I was looking through the boxes that they left here that wasn't mine, hoping I could find that gun my daughter can't find. Hoping that I did have it here. And she's not even caring about it because they've got a storage unit, and they said they got about 15 boxes in a storage unit they haven't looked through. I said, well, why don't you go over there and look through them? It's not a priority, you know. I told her, I said, it sure will be a priority if something happens with your gun.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got their own set of priorities, that's for sure.
Don't care. Really don't care. They don't. That bill that I just did that loan for her
Uh-huh.
is due today. I said, I know you don't have it, right? She goes, no. Okay. I said, I'll put it on the bill. I said, but come February, when you get your income tax, I'm expecting it.
Boy, it's interesting how as soon as it starts to turn a little bit dark, my
Yeah.
squirrel buddies all disappear.
They don't want to deal with the owls at night.
Or any other kind of predator.
Yep.
And you know who I haven't seen in a while? Is my little chipmunks.
Hmm.
Do chipmunks hibernate or?
I couldn't tell you.
You know, I had 2 or 3 little chipmunks out there and I haven't seen them in, I'd say, since October.
It's been a while.
Unless the predator got them.
Yeah, it might be somebody's lunch. Wait, that was Alvin and Simon and Theodore. They are
Well,
doing a show right now, Christmas show.
Jim, you have a good trip and be safe, okay? Donald said chipmunks cuddle their nuts all winter long.
Yeah, okay. I figured that was Alvin, Theodore, and Simon out there doing a show or something.
Yep, that's what I thought. Cause I had 3 of them out there at one time, or was it 4? Anyway.
Cleo's outside.
Cleo is?
Yeah, I could hear her. She's out on the balcony.
Ah,
She's barking at somebody. The little ass tried to come in here a little while ago when she was coming through it, and she had to push herself through. She get too fat.
oh, you got a doggy door up there?
Yeah. When she started, you could see her struggling to get through. I said, "You just told me you needed to go on a diet." You know. Yeah, Tino will go through it, and Cleo will go through it. Loki won't touch it. He won't go nowhere near it. He will not go through that. Now, you see that hit just down the quarterback on his knees?
Yep.
They just said it looked like a late hit, but it wasn't bad enough. No, the rule says that if you hit the quarterback on the knees, it's roughing the passer. Doesn't matter if it's bad enough or not. All you got to do is go down and hit his knees. You're not supposed to hit him below his knees.
Well,
That's the NFL rule.
they threw flags, but I didn't see any
Yeah,
penalty.
they threw it for pass interference. But they should have had a roughing the passer too, because he's not supposed to touch the quarterback in the face or below the knees. And that is an NFL rule. And that's to protect the quarterback from having knees taken out. I bet you if they touch Mahomes on the knee, I bet you they get a flag. Actually, bet you the defender's on the ground and Mahomes bumps into him with a knee, he'll get a penalty. Nobody has to hit him, you just got to touch him.
Hey, Jim, how's it going?
Jim,
The everybody's watching this game because it'll affect
it affects the playoffs.
it'll affect the playoffs and tomorrow's game, which is the late game with Detroit playing.
They play Monday.
Yep, Monday Night Football is Detroit Lions.
Yep, I'll be late. I'll see some of it. I won't get back till about 8:30 tomorrow night.
Well, I don't think it starts till 8 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, that's good.
Just a minute, I can tell you. 8:15 it starts Eastern time.
I'll be home by then.
And they're playing away
No,
at San Francisco.
Yeah, I won't be home. But I'll be the game. I'll be in second period.
The odds on the internet are the Lions 63.7% of winners and the 49ers 36.3%.
I saw you went outside. Don't come walking at me. No. You get nothing for going outside. She's looking at me like, I bet you so. You don't get no treats for going outside. Don't ask me. Yeah, I should have today. I should have done those pictures that came in a couple days ago. I got a package, put the packages together,
Yeah.
but they're not, that I could have actually brought them tomorrow, the boys, and gave them to them. I bet you, I don't have to be there till late. I'll do them in the morning. That way I have the boys' pictures I can give them. All the teams are gonna be there tomorrow. And they don't have a big one anyway.
Hello,
The
Frank
girls soccer has a big one.
and Jody, Frank/Jody is in the chat.
The Frank.
Oh, Jody's headed out to get football pizza.
Shoot, my last 2 nights I've stopped at Taco Bell on the way home.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I get
What's
on
your
the app,
favorite? What's your favorite when you go to Taco Bell?
I get the $5 meal. I get a crunch wrap, a taco, and then I get the little potatoes with the cheese on them.
Okay.
And it's $5, you know. Now last night I got the chicken wings. They got chicken wings now. I wanted to try them. I'm never buying them again.
Not so hot, huh?
Well, the crust is, I think they take it's either tortillas or it's one of them, and they use that as the breadcrumb.
Oh, okay. So it was much crispier than normal.
It's crispier and it's all white meat. It's pieces of meat they cut up. You can see it's not. It shreds. So it's not
Okay.
what you call it. And it was pretty tasty, but
Just didn't hit the spot.
why do they want to know if I'm home? My ex wants to know if I'm home. Why?
Vikings are ahead 10-3.
Yep.
Hello, Tanya.
Hey, I have a quick question. Could you
She says, "Can you meet me by the dumpster? I need to throw some trash away." That's funny. So my ex-wife wants to use my dumpster outside. Just let me know when you
She
get on the
wants to
service
put
road.
stuff in your dumpster.
Yeah.
Well, it's one thing if it's only a couple of bags, but if she's going to fill the dumpster up, that might be a problem.
Nah, that's all right. She ain't the only one that does that. I was working on my car one day and a guy pulled up with a truck and unloaded into the dumpster. And I was sitting there watching him. As soon as he left, I walked over there and I called my son. I said, "Come down and grab some of this." He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm dumpster diving. Come get this. Trust me." And it was a full set of golf clubs, all kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I took them all and I put them on eBay, sold a bunch of stuff.
Good for you.
I
Yeah,
do that.
the only time I've abused a dumpster is over at the schoolyard because I lots of times I mow the schoolyard and I don't charge them. And,
Yeah.
So he had some car parts that were like a front end off of the Cadillac and a front end, this and that and other things. And so I took it, and he had the internal wheel wells off the Cadillac,
Yeah.
the plastic things. I took those over and put them in the dumpster over there, and they dumpster picked it up.
Yep. Yeah,
Hey,
when she gets,
Donald,
when
Hi,
she
Ken.
gets on the service road, I'm gonna go out there for a minute.
you're gonna go out and supervise?
Well, she wants me to be out there so nobody tell anything.
Well, let's hope she's not dumping a body.
That's all right. I don't care either. I'll turn my back. It might be the boyfriend. That'd be good.
Who is
I put like
this?
this, I ain't helping to get nothing out the car.
His daughter called him, Don, and wanted to bring something over to put in his dumpster.
Oh.
Ex-wife.
His ex-wife.
Oh, your ex-wife
she-
wants to come use a dumpster?
Yeah, because where they're at, they probably can't just throw whatever to the wood.
See, he lives in an apartment complex and they got dumpsters, so
We got big dumpsters.
big dumpsters.
And they're all
Be
empty
like-
right now because they just got emptied.
But it's your ex-wife. Just tell her. The only way I'm opening that dumpster is if you jump in it. Ah,
Well, I'm gonna tell her, look, if you got a body in there, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm gonna say, and you might have to come upstairs with me and pay me.
Don's getting ready to drill something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dawn has been screwing up all day long.
I like that. Cool cat, that's funny.
What do you
I
say?
hate to laugh at it because the guy, if he died, it was a nerve agent, but it's still kind of funny. Thought he found perfume and it was a nerve agent. He said, rest in peace. That's called really bad luck.
That's funny. Cool cat, that's funny.
It's like the Instagram thing I saw the other day where the guy asked his wife, honey, if I cheated on you, would you stay with me? And she looks, she said, if you cheated on me, would I stay with you? Sure. She goes and she puts stuff. He said, that was quick. He says, yeah, we took vows. We married each other. We took vows for better, for worse, for rich or poor, until death do us part. I'll stay with you for the rest of your pathetic life, short life, that ended tragically, quickly,
Yeah,
fast.
Hey,
And she
Dominic.
goes,
What I
without a
mean?
trace, nobody could find you. And then she says, and nobody could tell who did it. And she said, they said, boy, you're scary. I love you like this. And she says, you need to love me. Like that. I love it. I watched it about 15 times because, man, she was cool the way she did it. Like, go ahead. And like the other one, he said he just found out his ex-wife died. And she goes, oh, really? She says, yeah, I wish I could have talked to her before she did. Like that. Talk to her again before she did. And he walks over and she's hugging him like this. And she goes, snaps his neck. She goes, you can now. You can now. Scary women. Every time I see one of those, it makes me think, yeah, I'm done. I'm not fooling none of them. Right, Dominic? And you think of that. I wonder how all those scary women he's got to deal with, Dominic. You know? Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Mhm.
Don't do anything stupid now, Joe.
Exactly.
So Dominic, what are you up to?
I was just helping my brother connect the Bluetooth to his car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
What kind of car does he have?
Mercedes.
All right.
Yeah.
He likes the Mercedes.
No, we've had them for shit, at least 50 years. We've got various models. Yeah, my old man started that trend a good 50 years ago, so we've just continued on.
Now, is it a new car or is it a used car?
But a later model.
A late model used car?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I always thought that's the best way to buy a like a 1 or 2 year old used car to get a big discount, you know?
Oh, definitely. It's worked
Yep.
for me.
I've never owned a brand new car off the lot.
Yeah, it's always worked for me when you buy either a dealer demo or a later model that was traded back in.
Yep.
That's what I've generally had a pretty good run with that setup. Sometimes there are, maybe even a sort of like a dealer traded one.
Sure.
That's usually good. Mm. Oh, shit. Monday morning already. I think it's Monday. It's all over the place at the moment.
The Donald, did you hear Jimmy Carter died today at 3:30?
Yeah,
Mm.
which when they mention it, it's like you don't like to hear it, but at a certain age, it's probably more of a blessing than
Yeah, considering most of his siblings, I don't think made it past 50 or 60.
Well,
Well-
that'll give the news something else to talk about other than politics.
that
Yeah.
last picture they showed of him around the election.
Yeah,
You knew he wasn't long for
Sad.
the world.
Yeah. Well, he turned 100 like a month ago or 2 months ago.
yeah. I think he was just
Yeah.
hanging on for that 100.
Well,
And he was
And it's-
diagnosed with cancer. So
Yeah,
at
but the
that
last
age,
of that. Yeah.
it's like you're diagnosed with everything.
yeah.
Oh, definitely. You've got old age. Yeah. Just to make it to that number is an achievement.
Well,
I can't think it. I can't think of it. 40. I've got to. That'd be 43 more years. I don't think
Yep.
so.
I would love to live to be 100, 120, but as I am now.
As you are now.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I can understand that. But
Hell, I'd be happy to have lived to my age now as I was when I was like early 30s.
oh, definitely.
So
Yeah, if
it
you could
really
turn back the
matters
clock.
what quality of life you're living while you're living,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, it's all about quality of life. I totally agree with that.
Although I throw my back out every once in a while, but I don't think my quality of life is too much worse than it was when I was 30. I
Mm. Yeah, I'm just, I'm
don't mountain
reminiscing.
bike as much as I used to, or I don't mountain bike like I used to.
Yeah,
That goes
it's a
there, that
tough
goes
one.
there. That lines up good, and we put those there. And there. Double check our spacer. Eyes and shine. Whatever happened to the paper boy?
Lay down.
Paper boy.
That Green Bay coach is just going fanatic.
Oh, mm.
So Don, what are you making? Are you fixing something or what?
I am working on that toolbox for the back of the buggy.
Oh, okay.
The little trunk
Nice.
space. It's not
So
just a toolbox. It's
you're making a back of the buggy toolbox. Okay.
yeah.
Mm. Sounds fun.
So
And then what will you do? Paint it the same color or what?
it'll be covered in black carpet,
Okay.
and then for the doors, that's my template for the door, and it'll go basically. If this was, say, the top back by the buggy, it'll hinge back here in the back with piano hinges. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out here, and that'll just hinge with piano hinges.
Nice.
I was getting ready to say something else. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Now, are you gonna be able to secure the doors somehow or what?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go. Cool.
But right now I'm getting the structure of it still put in place. The centerpiece down, because that's a problem. It's all curved lines with this thing, and so getting the wood to match up with these curved lines is a process of negotiation. And so I've got my center divider, so I'm gonna have it divided, tools on one side and the other side just open for, say, whatever trunk space for personal items, cameras, whatever. So I've got the centerpiece, I've got the back curve on it done right, match up with this. I've got this cut curve
Mhm.
to fit the top relatively close. The carpet's going to cover up a lot of those minor imperfections. And now I just need the front part of the box, which as it comes to the end of the box or into the where it goes, there's wheel wells to deal with, which are curved. And
Mm,
so that's going to be the big pain in the ass is figuring out
Yeah.
the curvature for those wheel wells.
yeah, a bit of a nuisance that.
Well, I'm thinking I have a laser level that you can
Hmm.
set up and it'll throw out a laser line. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking I might be able to take it once I get this part of the box kind of situated where it goes, get the laser level lined up to where that goes and trace the line on the wheel well where it goes. That was too many W's. Wheel well where it goes. And
That's what
then
it's.
lay out a little
Well,
piece of
it'll help you get an idea or a template. Yeah.
well, a little
Hmm.
piece of flex that something that will flex like a aluminum, like a little piece of say aluminum that will only bend one way and be able to just trace out that curve with that aluminum and then use that aluminum to trace out that front piece where it cuts out. So I have an idea and everything about this thing is just kind of like, I kind of have an idea and you change directions like two or three times for every step.
Well, your plan is in motion. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You have to adapt and get it so you do what you want to do. Because
Yeah.
anytime there's nothing that bugs me more than somebody gives you directions, you have to do it this way. And yet in your particular situation, you've got to do some modifications as you go.
Hmm. Yeah, you do it on the fly.
Yep.
Yeah. And it, like I said, it's all a matter of negotiation with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim, it's great that you were thinking about your mother and your father because they made you who you are today, Jim. Good for you.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm.
The so Dominic, are you still working with your brother right now, or
No, I'm on the tram going into the city.
you're on the train going into the city? Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you going, to your favorite spot?
One of them, yeah. Get myself a coffee and just sit there and relax. It's
Nothing
something
wrong
I've
with
been
that.
told.
Nothing
Yeah,
wrong
it's
with
some-
that.
I was going to say it's something I've been told to do, and it's something that I find next to impossible to do. It's not in my nature. I'm always on the go or always thinking about something. I'm trying to relax, but I've got a couple of thoughts going through my mind on my next project or trying to work on this drone bag that I'm working on, so I can fit everything in there.
Yeah,
And every time I think I get to the solution, I notice I leave something out, and I went, oh shit.
there's my little girl sleeping right there.
Oh, nice. Hello, Mia.
That was me earlier. I was drilling these pieces, and it's like, okay, well, I just have to match up these holes here, and I just went ahead and match them up and put it. And I went looking, I'm like, oh crap, I flipped one of those pieces somehow, and so I drilled the wrong holes, and so these pieces of metal look like Swiss cheese, but thankfully they'll be
Yeah.
inside the box, and you'll never see them.
Oh, that's all right. You're gonna say nothing like drilling wrong holes.
Yeah,
Been there,
You'll make-
done that this weekend.
yep. Drilling the wrong hole will definitely get you sleeping on the couch.
Exactly. I wasn't going down that route, but now you brought it up.
Yeah. You don't have to if Dawn will do it for you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just caught the weather. It's supposed to kind of dry out overnight tonight and then rain and snow on Tuesday.
Oh, doesn't sound good.
No,
That's a good and interesting way to start the new year.
exactly.
And we're surprisingly having cool weather in those couple of days. Well, I consider 23 degrees Celsius, which is what, 70, mid 70s.
Oh,
I
yeah,
consider
because this
that
is your
cold.
summertime, yeah.
Yeah. We should be up in the high 90s for that time, and we're not even close to it. And this is more like spring weather.
Do you like the hot weather, Dominic?
I don't mind it. I don't mind if it's in the mid to high 80s, but it has to be dry heat and it has to be sunny. I'm all for dry heat, basically.
Yeah, because the humidity is what drives me crazy.
Oh, we had about 2 weeks ago, we had 91 degrees Fahrenheit and 91% humidity.
Wow.
How's that?
That's like trying to breathe through water.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, to do that, but to have the humidity and the temperature at exactly the same number was terrifying. Oh yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, she's my little cutie.
Yeah. Huh. That's a big land. Oh, oh.
So you're in a mall type of thing, Dominic?
Yeah, I'm in a department store.
Okay.
I'm
And
using it as a
they've got a
shortcut.
coffee shop where you can go sit down and,
Yeah. They've got this nice little uh, sort of bridge between two businesses or two more. You call them. I'll call them. I'll call them shopping centers. You'd probably think they're closer to malls. If I
okay.
missed the turnoff.
So they've got a bridge connecting the two.
Yeah, and they've got a nice little seating arrangement where you can plug in your phone and do all your shit there. Yeah. No. Oh, fuck it. All too hard. Trying to turn the camera around. What's going on? Okay. Might have to go somewhere else. Closed off. What's it opened at 9:30? It's 10 o'clock here.
10
Should be
o'clock
open.
AM, huh?
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. here. Go for a walk. Huh. Must have just been something. Oh, music's loud. Shit. No. I'll show you. Okay. Just looking for a sec. Yeah. Okay. We're off and
Place where
running.
I work a couple of years ago when we moved offices, we got rid of this office, and since offices are going paperless, you have a bunch of stuff that just gets thrown away, and they were throwing away. I don't know if you can see this. A bunch of these binder clips.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
yep.
Yeah.
And it's like I saved a whole bag of those binder clips. Those things come in so handy in the shop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, especially when you're trying to hold things together.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Very useful.
I better leave that because I'll need it again.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it.
Call it. I just got here.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
What time
if
is
you
it?
want to, if you
Oh my
if you're
gosh, it's
happy to
5
call
o'clock
it,
already? Wow.
if you're happy to call it, I'm happy to move on.
Yep. I just realized it's 5 o'clock. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's time to go upstairs and start thinking about dinner.
Yep. Well,
Well, if you
okay
guys
then.
want to stay on, we'll stay on a while, but I just thought Donald's busy doing his thing and you're getting
Yeah.
ready to do your thing.
Yeah, I'm treating you guys as just shop company right now. I'm busy.
We good.
Yeah, as I said, I'm
Oh, here
gonna.
comes the dumpster divers back.
Yeah.
Don't even talk about that. I was in the dumpster.
Must not have gone well.
First thing I did was drop my keys in the dumpster. I put
So
like
you
this, it
had to
wasn't
go
a pretty
retrieve
sight.
your keys.
And it didn't have a lot in the dumpster either. We had to put stuff in the dumpster to get me out.
Oh, there was nothing for you to stand on to get out.
No, I had to go get the keys. I couldn't reach them. So I got in the dumpster, moved the stuff around, I put everything back. Stop. And I kept stacking bags on top of bags on top of bags till I got out. Stop.
How long
My
did it
ex was
take
sitting
you to
there.
find your keys?
Oh, we saw them. We just couldn't reach them. I had nothing. I had a fishing pole I could have got them with, but I didn't have the keys to the car. The keys
That's
to the
funny.
car were on the thing, and they had the key to the house.
Wow.
So I had them in my hand when I threw something in there and I watched them fall. Are you kidding me? I've been 16 years and never did that.
Well, welcome to old age, my friend.
Yeah.
No, it was I meant to put them in my pocket, but I wasn't. I let everything go at once. But my ex-wife laughed real good about it. And Justin called, my son called, and she said, "Hold on, I'm helping your dad. He's in the dumpster." He says, "I don't even want to know." She goes, "Oh, I'll tell you later." Like that. She says, "I'm gonna tell Nick, I'm gonna tell Brittany, everybody's gonna know."
So you're going to be the talk of the town.
Yeah, they're gonna laugh about it. And then getting in there, I had flip-flops on, so I looked down, there was no glass or anything. That was a good thing. And as I go to get in, both of the flip-flops fly off, and I'm in there with no shoes on. And I
Wow.
was in a box that was full of water.
So you're up to your ankles in water?
It was over my feet.
Wow.
Like I said, I had to grab boxes on top of boxes, just to put bags of stuff they were throwing away, leaves and all kind of stuff. It just kept step. I got up to the point where I could get my leg out. With nothing nice. Realized how old I was in that.
Nice.
Tell you what, I did run my leg across there real good. I think I'm gonna have a nice bruise.
Yeah, that was a hell of a run there.
That's sort of a nice catch.
Although I'm not rooting for the Vikings. I'm not rooting for either team, you know.
Dominic got there.
Me.
Yeah, what's that you got?
I've got a bag. I'm just sitting down,
What do you got?
unloading and loading a
You
bag.
got a laptop in there or what?
No, I didn't bring the laptop today.
I think that's all the files on the girls.
Yeah.
It's the accounting, it's his business accounting files.
Yeah, so you can work on the road.
So just a backpack.
Did my paint marker go?
Oh,
What you building, Donald? Well, that's the back for your car, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Trunk space for the car.
The trunk space.
And I don't know if it shows, but I'm getting kind of happy with how it's coming together.
I know when you had it laying up there before, it kind of fit real snug, nice.
Mm-hmm. And of course, this will be the bottom.
Right.
That's the top. So this will be anchored in to the fiberglass at the bottom, and I'll have anchors around the perimeter as well.
It's just gonna be like a open area, right?
It'll be
Now it's gonna have lids on it.
totally enclosed and carpeted.
Okay.
So
Okay.
once it's in, it'll actually be a divided trunk space. So one side will be tools only, the other side will be for,
Whatever.
you know, personal items. Any shopping I want to do, I can put in there.
Oh,
That'd be
good.
good.
But I had the paint pen in my hand earlier. In fact, I used it.
Check your pockets.
No, I used it and I was mad when I used it. So I must have thrown it somewhere.
Heh.
There it is.
Brenda,
Hello.
Hey, Brenda.
The Jims are both leaving. Jim's droning and Jim.
Well, I got a call.
Oh,
Okay. We have to distinguish both of them then.
He's got to explain to his son what he was doing in the dumpster.
Exactly.
yeah. I'm gonna have to mark it carefully and do my very best to stay centered. Boy,
Mhm.
So Dominic, what do you have to go to the counter to get your coffee, or do they serve it to you?
No, I'm just sitting down before I go. I'm just going to walk up to the 7-Eleven, which is probably about 100 meters away.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here because it's a lot more comfortable. Johnny, I might start moving towards there. And I can show you what I mean.
You know what I can never understand? In football,
Mhm.
all of these teams take and they run majority of their plays right up through the middle where the big boys are and just grab them, and they only get like a yard.
Yeah, I know. You've got to find the. I reckon you always should go sideways because there's always going to be an opening because everybody's going to position themselves for the middle. So you make it look like you're going down the middle, so that everybody lines up that way, and then you get someone out the back or out the corner and he should have an opening. But it's totally different in our game. Our game, you have to go up the middle. It's the quickest way to get there.
Waypoint wants to know if you have a drone in your bag, Dominic.
Yes, I do. And that's why I'm taking it with me, because I still haven't got a good enough bag for it. Because
Yeah, that was Johnny.
anything I got for the Mini 2 is too small.
Who was that, Joe?
That was Johnny.
Oh, okay.
He
How's
said,
he
what you doing? I
traveling?
said, just getting out of the dumpster. He goes, wait, what? What? I said, yeah. I dropped my keys in the dumpster. He said, did you get a picture? I said, no. I said, I didn't want
Keys
a
in the
picture.
bowl. It's a keys in the bowl moment, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to fly tomorrow.
Oh, great.
So
How's
I'll
the
be on
weather
for about an
supposed to
hour
be?
in the morning. It'll be beautiful.
Okay.
So I got to leave about 9:10, 9:15 at the latest.
We got rain and snow coming for the next several days. All the way
Yeah,
through New Year's.
He's bringing his son-in-law over to fly. They're going to fly FPVs and stuff over by the park.
Ah,
I don't think I'm going to bring I think I'm going to bring the Air 2S and burn through the batteries I have. I have probably about 12 minutes on each battery. And then I'll either recharge them or just let them
Hey.
sit.
aren't you gonna take your favorite drone, the Neo?
The knees on my desk, paperweight.
Huh.
I might take the real Avata, the regular Avata, fly. Or I might just take the Avata and Avata 2 and fly those. They got a playground on the opposite side that I wanted to fly the other day. As soon as I went to fly it, a woman pulls up with 3 kids. Stop. No good. Don't see that leg right here. Stop. Oh. Oh man. And I knew when I reached over the dumpster with those keys in my hand, I was gonna drop them.
But yeah. And yet you still do it.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I had my hands
We've all been
full.
there. We all know in hindsight, it's like, oh, I knew it was gonna happen.
Well, the problem is I was holding the cover up and everything with them in my hand. And when I went to reach for them, I let them go. Pick 6. Oh, he dropped it. Look at this.
Interception. Oh, and he dropped
Yeah,
the ball. What the hell?
yeah.
Oh,
Because he was running with it like a loaf of
Yeah.
bread. Watch the way he's holding
that
the
up
ball.
there.
He's lucky he got it back. Gotta tuck that ball in. You don't leave this way out there. Look. Chewy. So they got nobody on tonight, right?
Nope, nope.
No.
Nope, Paul's Legend Big's taking a break until the new year, and
Yeah, it's another 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be sparse for a while, Joe.
Uncle
Give
Bill
me
said he
more
might
time.
go on tonight, but he's not sure.
Oh, Uncle
Who's
Billy
that?
might go on, okay.
He said
He
that,
might.
what was it, Friday night? He said he might go on tonight, but wasn't sure about it.
Yeah, 'cause he hasn't been on a while.
He was on last week. Not on Sundays.
Yeah, he
Oh, he
hasn't done
hasn't
that
been,
for
he hasn't
3
been going
months.
on Sundays for a while.
Good 3 months, I reckon.
Yeah, was he on last Saturday? See, I don't remember him on last Saturday.
Yeah, he hasn't been on Sundays, but he's been on Saturdays.
Let me see. Yeah, he hasn't been on since the 14th.
Bill?
Yeah,
No, he's on. Wasn't he on last week?
no. I got home last week early.
Yeah, he
Turned
wasn't
early,
on
wasn't
last week. Yeah,
Yeah, 14th was the last one. The 7th, 14th,
Yeah.
the last two.
Oh,
yeah, because last Sunday he wasn't on. For me, it's Sunday morning.
I thought he was on last week for some reason.
No, he wasn't. I
Yeah,
just remembered.
Okay, Dominic. I thought he was on. Quit yelling at me.
he wasn't on.
I go on and on.
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, I remember coming back from the game and flipping for it, and it never came on.
Hmm.
Because the week before it was the same thing. I had a game, and I would have had one yesterday if they wouldn't have lost. Then I played early. Didn't get the 7 o'clock game. You didn't hear that story, huh, Dominic? What happened to him?
No.
Felt like Donald Trump yesterday.
Hmm.
I'm sitting there, third period, and the Mandeville's got the ball back, and they're coming down court. And I turn around and I glance over at the bench because it's the backups in basically, and all the main starters are sitting on the bench. So I pick up the camera, snap it, and I heard this sound. It was a complete different sound, like everybody like a sigh, a big sigh. And when I heard it, it was a complete different sound to me, and I could hear people running. So I was thinking they're getting close. So I got to turn fast, and as I turn like this, about a little further than arm reach out, I got a basketball looking right at me. And what they did, they threw it to full court and missed the guy, and he overthrew him. So it's coming right at me. So I'm sitting there, and as I turned, it was just one of these numbers that went snap. And when I looked up and saw it, I just did this with my head. And the thing brushed my ear and hit behind me. If I wouldn't have turned my head, that thing would have hit me square in the face.
In
And
fact,
it sounded like
it was so scary. The cops came over. The
yeah,
other
the cop
coaches
came over,
came over.
the trainer came over to see if I was all right. I said, yeah, I'm fine. Referee come up and he said, man, I thought you were binged. I said, no, I'm good. But it could have been real bad. It's funny, that tournament this year, that would have been number 9, a ball that got thrown my way. That I blocked like 4 of them. Might have to rethink of where I sit for that place. So now, let's see, for the next 2 weeks, at least the next 10 days, all we're gonna have nothing but Jimmy Carter's funeral. Something to do
Yep.
with it. Look, you're sitting over there on the sofa, you're sitting there looking at me. Hey, Alexa, turn on Christmas tree.
Okay.
Give a look, get a little bit. That's nice. Looks nice.
That
What
is-
color are you gonna paint it?
it's gonna be black carpet to match the floor.
Oh, that's right. You got just a carpet covering it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Nice.
carpet it because that carpet's gonna cover a lot of the imperfections.
Yeah.
But
So you're gonna use the actual dune buggy as the bottom of the compartment?
yes, yes.
Okay.
And then of course we'll have, once I get figured out on the face part here. I can't, I need 2 hands. I need 3 hands.
You need 3 hands. Hold the camera in your mouth.
All right. So that's close. But you can see where that's going to come over here, but it's going to hit the wheel well that's curved. So I need to match that curve on my cut out along the face here, so it'll
You have
slide.
the same curve on the other end, right? The other side?
Yep.
Yep.
So I've got this. This is a piece of scrap wood right now that I'm using to measure that curve. I'll
Oh,
carve it out. and
it's
it'll be-
always good to, I'm just going to say, it's always good to keep a piece of scrap wood. You just don't know when you might need it.
Yeah. Well, this is all part of the same sheet of plywood, and this is just a scrap piece that I cut to length so I can use it as a blank to figure out my curve.
Mm,
I've already done it a couple times with cardboard, but without it being stiff like wood,
yeah,
it's not exactly right. So I'm gonna use that cardboard on that
the template. Yeah.
and cut out and see where I'm missing and build back and forth on that piece. Then
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and transfer that to the final piece.
Well, and some dune buggies, isn't that back normally have a seat in it?
Yeah, this one had a seat in it. I took out immediately.
Okay.
Oh, great.
I don't like those.
You need more storage
Because-
room.
The seats, they're just dangerous. Thinking by back there, their face would be right parallel to that.
Mm,
So if you have any accident, they're going face planting into that.
mm,
But then back here, of course, between those pieces will be the piano hinge.
mm.
And I will have this. Let me flip it around the correct way that matches.
Mhm.
That is my template for the door that'll reach
Yeah.
in. So I'll cut that out with a jigsaw
Mhm.
to match out there. So that's the next step, is to trace it out on both sides. Cut that out with a jigsaw. Actually, next step is to do the face point so that I know I've got everything solid.
Mm.
Then the
Yep.
doors will be cut out and the piano hinges installed back here. And then on the underside, put in some stops to hold the door. But yeah, it's a plan and it's slowly coming together.
That's good.
It should be ready by spring.
Yeah. You got time.
Yeah. My
I
spring
also
or
wanted
your
to
spring?
rewire the damn thing this winter, but I don't know if I'll get to it.
Now, are you gonna wire it with some lights underneath there? So you'll have
Oh.
lights inside there?
I hadn't thought about it, but that's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
Um,
because you're gonna have it carpeted and it'll be dark and if you open it up and,
What I might do is just get a couple of those stick-on battery-powered lights, just
Yeah, USB lights.
tap it
yeah.
in there, and that way I don't have to run any wires back there to it.
yeah, okay.
Mm.
And I don't have to
LEDs is
make
on.
sure whether it's keyed or not, and if I close it up and it's still on, I'm gonna drain the battery. So I might just do some just a little stick on,
Sure.
maybe on the
Yeah.
bottom side of the deck lid. I don't
Right.
know,
Great idea.
but it would be nice to have LED strips back there,
Yep,
Mm.
That's
all
what I was
along that
thinking.
center line.
yep.
I don't know. I hadn't thought about that, but now you got me thinking.
LEDs would be cool.
Would be just put like a strip of LEDs right along that center line that I just made.
Yep,
I wouldn't want it to
What
be
is it?
keyed on because I might want to get back in there with the car stopped. So I'd have to have some sort of pressure switch somewhere,
Mm.
or maybe just a little push switch, just
Yeah.
on off, and just remember to turn it off.
Mm.
That's a good idea though. I might think
Yeah,
about that.
another great idea. Yeah.
Or they do have just the battery powered LED strips. Put that back there and just have just still keep it as its own battery powered source.
Mm.
Or you could buy a Power 1000 and run your light.
Yeah. Just put a DJI 1000 in there.
There you go.
Better than that, I can just replace that engine and the gas tank with batteries.
Yeah.
Put a forklift motor in it.
Yep.
I have seen where people have done that with these old cars, like the old Volkswagens, and
Yeah.
you run them in third because third gives you the most variation, your most throw, and you run them in third, and you don't have to worry about first or second because to start out with because those electric motors, have so much torque. And they will put batteries in the car and put the controllers and build their own little electric car.
Mm.
You don't get a lot of distance on the home built one, so
Yeah, much like a milk float.
but it always looks like a fun project.
Oh, definitely.
Hey, does anybody know what I did with? There it is.
Paint pen again?
With my drill bit.
It's next to the 10 millimeter.
Yeah, I was just
No,
going to say
no.
that.
No,
I'm just going to say it's
I
about the
will-
10 mil.
I will have you know, my toolkit, it's several years old now, a couple years old, still has a 10 millimeter socket in it.
Oh, you've done well then.
I
You've
got
done
3 in
well.
mine. So the
I
DJI
think
Power
they should just have-
1000,
Yeah.
same price.
Ah. It's $1,360 in Australia.
That's how much it costs?
Yep.
It's $379 here.
Yeah, and they don't know what the DJI 2000 is.
Wow.
Because I saw, I went in solely on the basis of what Dre said about it. So I went in and asked them.
Dre's on tonight.
Yeah, Dre's on in
Oh, is Dre doing something tonight?
about 30 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah, a year in review.
yeah. He's on in about 30 minutes my time.
Stop.
So that's
No,
what
I gave you some. Go eat some dish.
7 p.m. Eastern, I think it is.
Yeah.
It'd work out at. Yeah. Converting the time. Or 6 p.m. Central. Probably what, 3 Pacific time, I reckon. 3 his time. And convert all these numbers.
He said 5 accomplishments Biden has done while in office. Had applesauce every day.
Yeah.
Fell up the stairs at least once a week.
And what about ice cream? It's got to be ice cream in there somewhere.
Yeah, ice cream too. That was number 3. Number 4, What was that? Let's think of one.
Yeah. Hmm.
Talked about corn pop at least once a month.
Yay.
He's a bad
Hey.
dude, corn pop.
Hey, I was gonna say, don't you guys dare invoke the name of Corn Pop. You know, Corn Pop may be long gone, but his crew is still hanging around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
Corn Pop, I guarantee he's got a legacy. And that Corn Pop,
Yeah.
he was one bad dude.
Yep.
He wore a shower cap while swimming, so he couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah. I was supposed to go get a Jimmy John's tonight and forgot.
Jimmy
Wanted to
John.
get there, what you call it, at Bourbon Roast Beef. Because this
Mhm.
at the end of the month is gonna be gone.
I think
But I tell you what I'm getting tomorrow. I'm telling you right now. Subway's got one that I'm going to get tomorrow. You find the name of it. We got a Subway less than a mile from me in the hospital. If you go to the hospital, you walk right to the front door and it's right there. They
Mhm.
bake them better than any place else around here.
I think I'm gonna call this a victory for the day and stop working on that thing and just start cleaning up the garage.
Nice work, then.
End on a victory.
Here you go, Don. Let me find it. God darn it.
You what?
I'm looking for the name of this thing.
Oh, the Subway thing?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I bet you I do it fast on my freaking app. The app will have it on there quick. It's a new one they've got out right now. I think you'd like this one. Give me the menu. See, that's why I don't buy Subway, because it's so hard to find the damn things.
I just lied. I'm going to. If I screw that in temporarily, that piece of wood there, that gives me a straight edge to use the cardboard to line up, see where I'm missing, mark that. Ah! I just lied. I do that when I have an idea.
Here you go. It's the fiery meatball sub,
Ooh.
right?
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
got pepper jack cheese, jalapenos, sliced pepperoni, a bed of spicy pepperoni. It's got the meatballs on it, sriracha sauce, Parmesan cheese on the ghost pepper bread.
Wow.
Yeah, sounds delicious.
Yeah, that sounds like a heartburn waiting to happen.
Mm.
Sound like you better have some milk on the side.
Now, have you ever had Firehouse?
Never.
We have Firehouse subs here that they have some good sandwiches that are spicy. They're expensive, but a portion of everything goes to first responders.
Right, I know that. They got one right down the street. I keep saying I'm gonna go to it, and I never do.
I've only had them a few times, and they were really good when I had them. But I was gonna say you can't beat Subway for the price, but Subway's prices are coming up now too. So
Yeah, everybody's coming up. Because I used to basically not go to Jimmy John's because the price was higher than Subway, but now Jimmy John's is cheaper than Subway.
that's what. When I was a kid, I would, and I was out on a date with my wife or whoever, we'd go to fast food because it was cheap, and we'd just go to fast food. My
Mm.
son is always going to sit down, dine in restaurants and bringing home and leftovers and stuff like that. And he's like, for the same price, I got to go to sit down and have a good meal. Well, for just a slightly bit more, he gets to go sit down, have a nice meal,
hell
and
no.
also have leftovers. It's like I
Yeah.
can't argue with the logic.
Now, how big are these things? Hold a minute. This is small. That's gotta be a small, medium. This is, medium is 7 to 8 inches. That's basically what a Jimmy John's is, right?
Hmm.
And this one's like 90 cents more than the Jimmy John's, but maybe $1 more. It's a medium smokehouse beef and cheddar brisket. Lord help. You get a $14.99 for a 12-inch one. But the 8 inch is about what you get at Subway. I mean, not at Subway. Get the 12 at Subway. Get the 8 at Jimmy John's. But shoot, I'll pay $10.99 for that one. Smokehouse beef and cheddar brisket. See, the only difference is I like getting the just a regular meatball over at Subway. And what I'll do is I'll get it with spinach leaves, black olives, the cheeses, banana peppers. I'll load it up. But I definitely want the black olives on it. And usually that's my go-to on Mardi Gras. When I'm going early in the morning like that, I'll get the Italian one because it's cold, and I'll get it the night before. I'll get one the night before, and I get it cut in half, and I've got a little thing I wear. It's like a fanny pack, but it's actually a diaper bag.
Bum bag.
It's a yeah, but it's a
Yeah,
daddy
fanny-
diaper bag.
Fanny means something different over here. So
Okay, it's a bum bag.
just be careful.
But you
Okay,
you have it so you can carry some food with you. And
Yeah.
yeah. So this one it's rubberized and everything, and it's for diapers, so you can put a dirty diaper in it and all of this, right?
Oh,
So
great.
when I
well,
worked
that
at
must be convenient for you.
yeah, it is. So what I do is I put an ice pack in the bottom, and then I stick the sandwich in with the ice pack slid in between, so that my sandwich is good all day if it's a hot day. And that way I got a Subway sandwich to eat during Mardi Gras. I'll be out there for about 8 hours. And it works. It's
Mhm.
got a little part in the side where you can put a bottle in it. So I put a bottle in there that's insulated with my water in it.
Here,
And then
I
I
have
usually
a
carry another quart on my side.
I have a lunchbox here.
Oh, great. I love lunch boxes.
This is an old medicine supply, like
Yeah.
hangs on the wall or sits in a car. But
Mm.
it was getting tossed out. But I saved it because this is the perfect width for a sandwich, bag of
Yep.
chips, and a bottle of water goes right up here, and it's
It
perfect.
worked.
Yeah.
It's not insulated, but
I love those little boxes.
I was like, that would make a great little lunchbox. And it happens to just perfectly fit a sandwich, and that bottle of water sits right up there.
Yeah, I
that one
haven't
spot.
seen them in years. I haven't seen them in years, but we used to have a little foam esky, and they were just brilliant because they had foam inserts to put drinks, and then a
Mhm.
little foam insert on the other side, on the other side of the foam, and you could fit food in there, and then you could put your little ice pack on the top of it, and it would just, and you just carry it around with, it had a piece of rope on the top, and the rope
Mhm.
would push down onto the foam, which would push down onto the bottom, and you'd carry it around, and you felt like a king. And this is like 30 or 40 years ago, and you'd walk around with it, and you'd felt, yeah, as I said, you felt like a king doing it.
I wish I
Maybe
had
just me.
my lunchbox from when I was a little kid
Yeah,
that had the thermos and
yeah.
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You can't find them like that. The old metal lunchbox with the thermos and
Mm.
I guess you can technically find them. You pay the
Yeah,
collectors.
you have to
Oh, you're
pay a lot
gonna
of
have to
money.
pay through the nose.
Well,
I
actually,
can't
I've
remember which
got.
one I had.
Hold on just a second. I've got a sort of like one somewhere in here. I have a metal box that is very much like that, but it doesn't have the thermos or anything. It's just a
Yeah.
silver metal box. Where is that? What would I have done with that? It's like anything else in this garage. I haven't. It's there, but I don't know where it's at.
Yeah. No, that feeling.
But I was talking about an old metal lunchbox, and it came to mind. I was like, wait a minute, I've got something kind of like that. Got the latch and everything.
Today I went in that room that we
There
put
it
all
is.
the stuff when Justin just came back and just shoved it in the room. There you go.
It's got the
Yeah,
little latch. It'll
yeah, it's
clasp up
basically the
there.
same
And
thing.
I don't have thermos, but I could find myself a little thermos, and I'd have my lunchbox ready to go.
Yeah,
Mm.
you can design it the way you want it.
Yeah, I'm still looking
Just
for
the
that
stickers
one
on it.
bag. Yeah, need stickers.
Huh. That would be a good lunchbox. I don't know which is better though. That
The marathon.
or my I just like I think this is funny because it's a first aid kit. I just think it's kind of funny to have
Yeah.
that as a
Yeah.
lunchbox.
Well,
But I
food
could
is
turn
kind of
that
first aid.
I could turn that back into an actual first aid kit and put it in the buggy.
Or
Could be a
you
good
could just go buy
idea.
your little $10 one. That'd be better.
Yeah, I could just go and replace it. I really do need a first aid kit back there. Maybe a fire extinguisher.
Yeah. I reckon that'd be pretty handy.
You know what my brother
Some-
gave me for Christmas?
Something a little smaller than that, but about
Yeah.
that. Well, that
Yeah.
might be a good size.
My brother
Yes,
handed
that's-
me a.
Is that specifically rated for that? No, sorry, Joe.
That's right. Go ahead. No, Christmas, we never really exchanged much. You know, it's just like I gave him a cup and stuff like that, and they handed me a gift card. No, I don't need that either. You know, so he handed me a package, and I didn't know what it was till I got home. I opened it up when I got here. It was a fire blanket.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he
That's
must have bought a
handy.
bunch of fire blankets to give out to people. Must have thought that hey, it'd be a good deal, you know, or he got it and didn't want it, one or the other.
Mhm.
You know, so I got a fire blanket sitting over here now. Pretty cool.
Mm.
You could use them on the subway when somebody catches somebody on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now I need to look up and see. I need to go by Walmart and see if I can't find myself a little tiny thermos.
They
got That'd be easy to find at Walmart.
let's
Just
go and
a,
have a look.
just a little tiny one that would fit in that box.
Yeah.
I got one in there that would fit in there.
We've
I
got the
bought
coffee
one.
cup
It's
sort
a
of thing.
wide mouth.
Just a little thermos that's perfect for,
Yeah.
cup of soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought a wide mouth one, and it's perfect. And I take it with me when we go on the long games.
And it
Especially
has
if
a
it's cold.
secure top.
I'll fill it with gumbo.
Nice.
Okay, see, now here's how stupid my brain is. I'm sitting here, I'm already like, okay, I need to find myself a thermos. I need to do it's like, no,
Yeah.
I need to finish the project I'm working on right now.
Yeah, I know. You get distracted by a new project, something shiny and new. You start one project and not get halfway through it and think, oh, here's another great idea. So you start on that. I've been doing that all weekend.
I've been doing that my whole life.
Well, but I'm just saying I've been doing that just recently too. I do that. Shiny and new. I'm like a bloody magpie.
There you go, Don.
Yeah. You find a thermos for me? How big is that?
I don't know the size. It doesn't tell me, hold on.
I need
It's
the
16
outer
ounce.
diameter. I need the outer diameter.
It's 16 ounce. And
16
it's wide
inches.
mouth. So,
You need to be
It
about
does-
3.5 inches diameter for me.
yeah, it's not telling me that. View all specs.
3.5 inches.
3.5, 3.5, 6 by 4. 6.4 long, 3.5 by 3.5.
Oh, you know, 3.5 might fit in there. And you
Yep.
said 4 inches long?
6.4.
No,
Wide.
6.4? 6.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? That would almost fit in this box, just like that, on one side
Yep.
of it, and leave room on the other side for a sandwich.
There you go. $16.97 at Walmart.
I'll have to go take a look. I'll put that on my list of future things to do.
You can get it in a bunch of colors.
Spray paint that box white with just black letters that say lunch.
There you go.
Do it like
That's
my
about the
crash
size I
pad,
have.
crash here, just total ghetto. Saying it, put down a layer of primer on it. And then tape it off and put down a layer of black. And call it done.
This is the one I have right here. This is 4 inches by 4 inch, 4.25, 6 inches high. This is the one that I bought when I bought it.
Just
It's
enough
got a
to,
little, it's
you
got a
don't
little
need-
deal on here to relieve the pressure.
yeah. And you don't need, that's the thing, you don't need to have, we eat so much food. And for lunch, you just need just a little thing if you're gonna have something.
Yeah.
And it holds 16 ounces. You can put a couple of cans of soup in if you need it.
Or some gumbo or some chili.
Red beans and rice.
I love
Oh,
red bean and rice.
just red
And
beans
that's
and rice. Put that in, just
$13.47
pack that
for
in
that
there and
Just a bit of sriracha on it for me.
put that in there. Get your fork, fluff it up a little bit. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll chuck a few jalapenos in there just to,
12 hours
Spice it up
hot,
a bit.
48 hours cold.
yeah.
Okay.
And it does do the 12 hours. Because I've had it where we went up north and coming back, I was eating gumbo on the way back. And it was hot.
Yeah. And you were laughing at everybody that didn't have gumbo.
Mm.
Yeah. But they could all smell it, and I was enjoying it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Because
trim
it
off.
was a cold night. Got in that bus coming back, and that's just I was eating my gumbo.
Well, you know, I think we ought to change your name, Joe, to Gumbo Joe.
Yeah.
I ate enough gumbo last week.
It's a Gumbo Joe weekend.
I'm trying to decide whether I want to go get something or just eat something I got. I don't feel like going anywhere.
Yeah,
I want to try
understand.
that new Burger King thing they got.
Yeah, I
You want to
understand.
try that?
You got Burger King, and did you tell Don what the deal was?
What we talking about?
You went and got Burger King, didn't you? Or what did you get?
I've been getting Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
a big special at Taco Bell.
Yeah, if you get it on the app, it's $5. You get the crunch wrap, the potatoes with the cheese, and you get the drink, and you get the crunchy taco, $5.
Wow, now does that include the diarrhea?
Yeah, I don't need Dukalax.
That's the freebie.
Yeah, I don't have to buy it. I don't
Okay.
have to get any Dukalax.
Stay
It's just
dry.
natural. Stop.
Okay.
She's hearing me talk about food. She wants food. But Burger King, that's what you need to do. They got those new sandwiches out there that melts. Burger King melts.
Mhm.
Those, I'm really want to try one of those. You can tell I'm hungry. See if they'll show it.
Yeah, when I get hungry, you know what I look for?
Yeah, I know.
Boston creams, and I still got one.
Then you got to do the Dukalax. They got a spicy, they got a classic, and they got a bacon.
Yeah.
Like those three.
What kind of cheese do you get with it?
That's American cheese, it looks like. But the bacon one's gonna have bacon and the cheese. They're like $4.99 a piece.
Well, somebody advertised a Swiss and bacon burger.
Well, they got the classic. Actually, that's not the same ones. They've got a what you call it. That's must be an old one because they have right now. This is right here. Look, let me find it. That's got to be an old one because when you said Swiss, there is a Swiss one.
A Swiss and bacon, Swiss bacon, right?
And I think it is. Let me see. I just saw it.
Swiss bacon, and I think sometimes you can add mushrooms to it too.
There you go.
There it is.
It's Shroom and Swiss. That's
Yep.
that's at Burger King right now.
That looks good.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting that one and the bacon one, getting one of each.
Delicious.
Yeah, that does look good.
That looks good. That'd be some good eating there.
Yeah, that one and this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that is. Look at that.
Yep.
That's just the bacon one.
See, I like a little bit of mushroom with the bacon and the cheese.
Oh, definitely. I'd agree with that.
If I want to know how big they are.
Mushroom Swiss melt there, Burger King.
Ooh.
That says better than Burger King. I don't know where that's from. This is the Burger King one. Yeah, I can tell I'm hungry.
Yeah. It's dinner time, Joe. Dinner time.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about to call it, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's time we called it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dre's coming on too.
yep, I need to go upstairs and
Yep. Dre's coming out at 7 o'clock, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he should be on in a
Okay,
minute.
Donald. Hey, good luck, buddy. Thanks
Hey,
for
bye,
coming
guys.
in.
thanks for hanging out with me.
No worries.
Dominic, take
Hey,
care.
Dominic,
Yeah.
pack it in.
Yeah. Tuck it in.
Okay, Joe. We'll see you in the
I'll see you in the morning.
We'll
Yeah.
see you in the morning. Okay.
See you.
Bye.